Well, I had a very successful day relic hunting today. I went into one of my old Confederate camps and I kind of hunkered down. The day started out being cloudy, right between a couple of storms. Yesterday it rained all day. It's going to start raining again this evening and rain all the way through tomorrow and Tuesday actually. So anyway, I was having a good day. I really was. I found 5 dropped Carcano bullets, and that's very unusual. I think that's the second most Carcanos I found in one day, and I was very happy with that. So I had 5 quality finds right there, and then I dug a hook portion to a S. Isaacs and Campbell Company knapsack hook, Confederate knapsack hook. I was looking for the loop portion, but I just wasn't successful to find it. So I'm finishing up my dig for the day. I'm just going back over to where I started, and look what I see coming up out of the ground here. And I was hoping I would dig one of these. I hope it's the buckle piece, not the J piece. Let's just look. Yep. Oh no, it's the J piece. Oh my gosh. Well, I've dug 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 of these guys, but only one buckle side. The other one's got to be around here somewheres. But look at that, isn't that nice? Okay. But anyhow, I was continuing my relic hunting, and late in the day, about 5:45 p.m., I heard a signal between 2 trees, and there was one large oak tree, probably about 80 years old. It was on one side, and then a smaller tree, probably only 40 years old, was on the other side. Still had a pretty good girth on it, maybe about 2 foot in diameter. So in between the 2 trees, I heard a signal, and I opened up the sod and took my shovel down one more time, brought out some dirt, and laying there in the hole was a round disc. And I'm looking at it going, wow, that looks like a Confederate button. And I looked at it and said, yeah, that's huge. It's almost like the block eye, E.M. Lewis block eyes, you know how big those are, and those block 8 buttons. Well, it was about that size, so I knew I had something Confederate. Oh my gosh moment. Oh, unbelievable. I hear the signal next to this tree, and check this out. It is a big button. Got to shank. What is it? Oh, what is it? Is it another Virginia? Is it a block eye? Oh, I can't make it out. Again, let me clean it off a few minutes. Get right back with you. And then it had a low convex front on it. So I was like, what is this? So as I'm cleaning it off, I still couldn't figure out what it was. I couldn't see any image on it, and I was like, what is this button? And then I was starting to think, well, it could be a sportsman's button. Kind of disappointing if it was, because I'm thinking it was a Confederate button. The sportsman's button wouldn't be as high on my list. Anyhow, I was cleaning it off. I took some time to get it wet, and I was trying to see what was on it, and it just didn't look right. I couldn't make it out. This is one of the first times I've ever been in the field, and I couldn't make out what the button was. And there's a reason for that, and I'll come to that in a minute. Well, I cannot tell what this is. I've looked at it hard, and I cannot tell. It's interesting. Very low convex. Look how low convex it is. I just do not know what this is. I'm looking for Virginia on it, but I just cannot see the woman and the sword, so I don't know. I just have to clean it off when I get home, and I'll take a still shot. Very interesting though. So I'm looking at it, and I said to myself, you know what? That looks like a ship. I said, no, can't be. So then I started thinking again, sportsman's button, because it was a little tiny image, very small. It wasn't that big. And I was thinking if it was a ship, it would have been covering the whole face of the button, but it wasn't. So I still was kind of curious, and I didn't know what it was. So I put it in my button container, and I kept on metal detecting for another 25 minutes or so. Then I went to my truck and opened up the back of my truck, and I sat there and I said, well, let me take a look at that button again. And in the moment that, or the 20 minutes that it was put in my case, it had a chance to dry out a little bit. And so I started to film it, and as I was getting real close to it, I noticed there was a couple letters on the very bottom. You know, it looks like a ship, and if it is, this is an extremely rare button. You should see something on the very bottom. It says CS Navy or CSN. I do think I see something. CSN! Woohoo! Man, it was a ship button. Confederate States Navy. My goodness. This could be the rare of all rare buttons that I have dug. Look at that, straight up shank. Beautiful back. Oh my goodness gracious. I think that's what this is, and that's why I couldn't figure it out. I never expected to dig one of those. But I'll have to clean it off a little bit more. Look at it again here. On the very bottom, I think you might be able to make out some letters. And if it says CSN, which it almost looks like it does. Oh my goodness. That is a rare button there. Holy cow. Jeez. Alright, I'll get back with you as soon as I verify it. Confederate States Navy! Woo-hoo-hoo! Man! CSN! Ship button! Oh my gosh. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I've wanted that button for years. Never thought I would dig it, but I did. And it is in beautiful shape. Beautiful shape. What a find. That is my best button ever. And it was in perfect shape too. Stand-up shank, no cracks on it, just beautiful. Dug it in the woods, so it's going to have a nice, like a nice smooth surface. But how about that? Wow. Confederate States Navy. That is exciting. You know, it kind of makes sense because CSN was the Confederate States Navy, and right in that location I was finding several pieces to the S. Isaacs and Campbell knapsack hook. So that came over in a blockade from England. So I don't know, you know, maybe one of the officers brought it to the particular area, the location, and he stayed with the regiment for a while. That's all speculation. So anyhow, I wanted to share that with you. I wanted to record the moment as I'm driving home. I can't wait to get home to clean it off a little bit. I'll probably just use a toothpick and a a dry toothbrush. I'm not going to get all the dirt off of it. I'm just going to leave a little bit of it on to bring out the relief. But that is amazing. Amazing. What a great day. All right. Talk to you next time. Anyway, just wanted to report on my great find. So I am extremely happy today, and I will talk to you all later.